All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. I know you guys have seen this on social media. I've even posted it myself on Facebook, and I was like, "Yo, man, go get that money, bro." So, a white cop files civil rights lawsuit claiming members of his Michigan Police Department called him Kunta and taunted him with racist jokes after Ancestry.com test revealed he was 18% black. Wow. Power to the people, brother. Now you know how we feel, right? Look, he doesn't even look black at all, right? He might be able to dance though. Uh, he might be able to, he probably, I guarantee this guy is probably a comedian. He probably knows how to be a comedian. He's probably a jokester, or he knows how to dance. Because you got 18% black in you, you got to either, he probably has rhythm, or he's a comedian, or he's a jokester. One of the three, right? Because black people are really good at that. I don't know what this is. I rebuke this in the name of Yeshua. So I'm sorry for you guys have to see that stuff. I don't know what that is. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm gonna leave Kim Kardashian alone. Okay, so so it's kind of interesting that this is coming out of Michigan. We already know what's going on in Flint, Michigan, right? Flint, Michigan, they're being threatened to lose their residencies and their homes because Flint, Michigan wants them to pay for the dirty water. So they're already going through that in Flint, Michigan, and having to, for years and years and years, they're living with dirty water that's not drinkable. They can't even wash with the water, and they have to be used bottled water for years now. And imagine that was Beverly Hills. I mean, that water crisis would be over in 2 weeks, right? Flint, Michigan, it's been 3, 4, 5, 6 years, or you know what I mean? Like that's insane. Imagine going 3, 4, 5 years living with having to use bottled water because your water is not even drinkable, washable, or anything like that, and it still hasn't been fixed. But yet, a water crisis in Beverly Hills is fixed in 2 weeks. So we have this guy right here who actually, loves being black. He said he shared the results of the genetic test in the fall of 2016, only to be called Kunta, the main character of Alex Haley's 1976 book Roots. Okay. They also whispered to him, "Black Lives Matter," in his ear. God. Okay. Um, wow. That's crazy. It says the claims and defendants violated his civil rights as well as Michigan Whistleblowers Protection Act, according to the lawsuit. So basically, he's find out that he's 18% black, and so now he's going to use white privilege because he is a white guy. He looks white and everything, right? So he doesn't look black at all. So he's going to use white privilege to put a class action lawsuit against him. Okay, so he's going to take advantage of white privilege by going to sue because black people can't sue for discrimination. It happens all the time at our job. Asians are not suing for discrimination. Nobody else is suing for discrimination because a lot of those times those cases get thrown out because the judge says it is what it is. It's a work environment. Deal with it or leave, right? So, but since it doesn't happen a lot to white people, he's going to use his white privilege and because he has black in him now, he's going to use his white privilege to say, "Hey, look, I'm being taunted," and I'm pretty sure he's going to get a lot of money. Okay, because this doesn't happen on a normal basis. White people are not, racially targeted, right? Because most of America is white, so they're not race. So since the majorities are not usually targeted. If most of America was black, that matter of fact, if most of America was black, we wouldn't even have racism. Because most black people are not racist toward white people. Most black people just want to chill. Unfortunately, a lot of black people like to smoke weed and get high. So, but a lot of black people like to chill, right? They don't like racism. They don't care about your skin color. Black people love to date white women. You know what I'm saying? So, and other cultural women. So, if majority of America was black, there wouldn't be any racist problems. it would be so small. But because majority of America is white, racism is at an all-time high, and it's usually coming from the white people, right? Now, are blacks racist? Yeah, blacks are racist as well, especially in other cultures. But why is that? It's because what they see on TV. It's TV, okay? So it's the Zionist TV, right? It's a Kazakian Jews Zionist TV, right? So if we remove that and black people were controlling the things, then would they be that type of stuff on TV? Would there be racism on TV? Would they be white is right on TV and black is wrong on TV? Would they be any of that, or would it just be great shows like the Cosby Show and you know and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and shows like that are just comedic, family oriented, love and peace? That's what we would see on TV if blacks were running America, right, and running the media. You know, now of course, back in the days, we did have Pharaoh and all that stuff, and people were enslaved and stuff like that. But it was still a unity. Even when you were enslaved, there was still a unity. You know what I mean? With the Israelites and all that, there was still a unity. Okay. Of course, the Arabs were going to land, going through lands and killing people with jihad back then in the biblical days as well. Of course, they're doing it now. You know. And now we know that Arabs had slaves, you know, had enslaved people. So maybe the Arabs would be the ones that would be doing all the craziness. But if blacks ran America in the media, it would be love. It would be that soul music. it would be sweet R&B soul. It would be Soul Train. It would be just groovy. You know what I mean? Like things would be a lot better if black people ran the media, because it's crazy because black people don't run the media, but everything is almost black. You know, the media, everything trending is black. It's black based. Shoes, Jordans, and all these shoes, you know, are black based. You know, when Fendi and Prada and stuff and Gucci are making these items, they're making it designed for almost like they're making it designed for black people. You know what I mean? Even though I know a lot of those people are racist against blacks, but the way they design their stuff is like for black people to wear, because black people look really, really nice in those clothes and in those belts so it's kind of weird that I'm not, like when you hear people say I'm not making this for black people, I don't know why they're wearing my stuff, and then you see black people model it and so you're like, man, that looks like a black outfit. You know, so it is weird, but now this guy understands what we go through. Like for the black people that are listening here, he understands. He's got 18% black in him. He doesn't look black at all. He looks like a Caucasian white man that probably loves everybody. That's probably a great cop. And his own people turned their backs on him and started calling him all types of names because he has black in him. And so, you know, now ask yourself, with those people that are calling him these names, would they go to Ancestry.com and take their test? Probably not. Now, why would I say that? Because these guys are making fun of him. If they went and took that test and they found out they were black, or they were Arab, or they were Spanish, or any type of other color than white, it would be a big problem. They'd probably resign, you know, like they would probably be so embarrassed they probably would never come back because they know that they will be grilled as well. Hey, welcome to the brotherhood, you know, like so they won't do that, you know what I mean? And maybe you got to pay them like $100 or $1,000 just to take the test. But I guarantee you, all the cops that were making fun of him, if they took the test, they would probably have some black in them. They'll probably have some Hebrew tribes in them. You know, the 12 Hebrew tribes. This guy is a chosen one. He's got black in him. Most likely, he's part of his genetics is part of the Hebrew tribe, the 12 tribes of Israel. So he's a chosen one because he's got 18% black in him. He's a chosen one. Now, of course, if you're not part of the 12 tribes of Hebrew and you accept Yeshua as your Lord and Savior, then you're a chosen one as well, right? So we got to make that sure that's clear. But he's got 18% black in him. He might be one of the 12. He might be from the 12 tribes of Israel. from his genetics. So he's a chosen one, if that is true. If he has it, most likely he does, because he got 18% black in him, right? So it might not just be from one area. It might be he might have two different types of black in him. Maybe he has Indonesian black, and maybe he has Ghana black, or something else. Who knows? So, kind of interesting article. I did talk about it, and I said, go get your money, bro. Use that white privilege to get that money, because we can't do it. People make fun of us at the job place. Like, that's why I don't work at a job any longer, right? I work in my own business. I work at YouTube. I work online businesses. I got away from the job. I got away from supervisors and bosses and all that bull crap, okay, and the owners. So I do online business, right? And I do investments, right? And cryptocurrencies and stuff. But for you guys that work jobs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And for you white people that are listening right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you see your friends messing with people because of their skin color. And you probably sit back and say, why do you do that? Because they need to be taught. They need to know that. They need to know. Have you ever heard somebody that say, one of your friends or somebody that you know, or that's an associate, and you look at them and say, why are you picking on that person or that person? And they turn around and say, because they need to know that they're lesser than us. And I've heard that before, and I was like, what? And like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, you're no longer my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, if white people really cared, like truly cared, as soon as somebody that they know said that, they should be like, you're no longer my friend. You're no longer my friend, because you should never say nothing like that ever out of your mouth, right? Because of their skin color, you're gonna treat them like crap to let them know that they're not above us. They're not on our level because of their skin color. Like, are you serious? So this is what he's going through, and I hope he gets all his money. He can sue. Maybe he'll give back to maybe he'll give some of that money to the Boys and Girls Club of America, or Black Youth, or maybe he'll find out more about his heritage, and maybe he'll dig deeper into, and maybe go visit some areas of his heritage with the money. I don't know, and give back. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna get some money, because this is one of the only times. There's not that many white people that are suing for racism. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a lot of money. Go get that money, bro. You know what I mean? He's a brother. You know what I mean? 18%. He looks like a fun guy to be around. So I mean, just if you look at him, he looks like he's either goofy, he's either funny, a comedian, or he can dance, right? Because he got 18% black in him. He's got to be one of those, right? Every black person at least can do one of those things, right? We're either goofy, comedian, or we could dance, right? Or he could rap, so or hold a beat, or have some rhythm in him. So not all of us can have rhythm. That's why I said but we might be comedic or something else, right? There are some black people out there that absolutely can't do any of that and sound like a 13-year-old boy, but they're in a grown man body. But that's a different story. There's always rare cases. But anyways, yeah, I think we dragged this on too long. Yeah, so this is cool, man. Get your money, bro. And I hope these guys go to Ancestry.com and these cops find out who they truly are. Because once you find out who you truly are, they will most likely they will be so embarrassed, and they will stop their racism. Because racism is a mental disorder. You're making fun of this guy that's clearly white, even though he has some black in him. He's clearly white, and you're still making fun of him because he has 18% black in him. That's a mental disorder. Okay, so they need to actually get checked out for mental disorder, because that's what it is. You're making fun of a white guy who looks white just because he has black in him. So you either hate blacks that much, or you have a mental disorder. So I'm gonna take it that they actually hate blacks really much, and they also have a mental disorder. So anyways, go get that money, brother, and hopefully that teaches them a lesson to stop the racism, man. Skin color, man. Just let it go. Golly, who cares about skin color? Let's live, man. You got people out here that spend their whole life caring about skin color, and they never live. I'd rather live, man. Let me live. Let's live, man. Let's live. Stop worrying about skin color. Let's live. Let's live, and let's be happy, and let's have fun while we live. Eyes open. Peace out, everybody. And remember, we are in final hours in Western Mosul. Let's go. Eyes open.